I'm Mario, and my presentation is on Volkswagen. Translated, Volkswagen means the people car. It started in 1937 when Hitler had a vision that he wanted to create a car that was good for most people. This was during a time when it was actually rare for people to own cars and drive around. To do this, he hired Porsche founder Ferdinand Porsche to create a car that was both cheap while also being gas efficient and reliable. Hitler referred to this vehicle as the KDF wagon, and it is the basis for what we know today as the Beetle. The car had two doors and was air-cooled with an engine in the rear, but before mass production could begin in Wolfsburg, Germany, World War II broke out. During this time, Volkswagen headquarters was turned into a forced labor camp, which was used to create military weapons and military vehicles for the war. However, it was also still used to make custom vehicles for military officials, as Hitler was seen driving a customized convertible Beetle. After World War II, Britain took over the factory and began mass production of the first Beetle, the Volkswagen Type 1, in order to help the German economy. This was a huge success because the car was both affordable while also being super efficient. Being successful in Germany, the Beetle was introduced to the United States in 1949, but to little interest. However, after the creation of Volkswagen Group of America, the company hired DDB Worldwide Advertising Agency to run a campaign. This ad campaign focused on promoting the peculiar quirks of the Beetle. This, along with a lot of Hollywood features, would help promote the Beetle to becoming one of the most popular cars in America. Regardless, popularity for the Beetle will still decline, and Volkswagen would decide in the 70s to come out with models that have front engines instead. Still seeing declines in the States, Volkswagen would release the new Beetle, which was a recreation of the Type 1 Beetle, but based on newer Volkswagen models. Although the new Beetle would be discontinued in 2019, this was not a last-ditch effort for Volkswagen, as they would later go on to create the world's most fuel-efficient car in 2013. The vehicle was called the XL1 and was capable of 261 miles per gallon. Just 2 years after this feat, in 2015, a scandal would break where it's discovered that Volkswagen has been cheating on diesel emission tests for diesel-powered engines. They did this by installing software in diesel-powered cars that would help them perform better on diesel emission tests. This would have large consequences as 11 million vehicles were impacted, 10 million had to be recalled, and Volkswagen was forced to pay over $30 billion in fines. Today, Volkswagen is a public corporation with a current stock price of $33.55. Not only this, but it has ownership of or is in partnership with brands like Porsche, Lamborghini, and Bugatti. The company is currently structured with more than 600,000 employees in over 30 countries. This large network means that Volkswagen can easily acquire new markets, but makes it difficult to outclass competition. According to the diversity manager at Volkswagen, a disproportionate amount of the employees working there are white males. The company is attempting to address the issue with a skill capture program that was started in 2015. This involves women going to a yearly conference where they can share ideas on how to get women more involved in the Volkswagen company. Also, according to the corporation, they motivate their employees by providing opportunities for development, promotion, as well as providing a good work environment. After the Dieselgate scandal, management has now become a lot more focused on the customer. They are trying to regain consumer trust by being transparent while also agreeing to listen to both customer and employee feedback. Also, they are trying to do more by starting a charity contribution committee within the company, as well as using training projects to help employees become community oriented with volunteer work. In my personal opinion, I wouldn't want to work for the company because they seem outdated and it seems as though the company will not go very far in today's auto industry.